Forgive me for this rough video today, guys. Welcome to Sunday's upload. And obviously you just probably watched yesterday my Colts prediction video. And today, I want to talk to you about a game that's going to happen at 5 p.m. And I also want to talk to you about what an issue Halliburton's offense has become for this Pacers team. So, as you guys know, the Pacers have been struggling, to say the least, and that starts with Halliburton, and it starts even with Mathurin. The offensive aggression of this team has gone down the drain, and on top of that, Neesmith and Nemhard missing is bigger than big. I didn't think it really mattered early on. After that Knicks win, I was like, all right, you know what? They're going to be good with these guys missing. It's whatever. That's not the case. The defense being not there with those two guys is terrible. You have Ben Shepherd, who's a good at times great defender. McConnell, good to sometimes great defender. Turner's good to sometimes great defender. And then you have a bunch of other non-defenders, guys who really aren't going to play D. Siakam and Halliburton and Mathurin, they will, but in the fourth quarter specifically. So these guys aren't playing D from quarter 1 through quarter 3, and you're expecting to be able to win games. You're not. So tomorrow, I'm predicting another L, sadly. And it's because of the defensive efficiency. Number one, let me just make that abundantly clear to any Pacer fan who's like thinking, oh, Mathurin all of a sudden is inefficient, or Tyrese isn't aggressive with Yes, but that's not the reason. And I'm basically repeating what I've said for the last few weeks, but I just want to make sure that you know, me as a fan who's watched almost all the games, right? At least the highlights. Again, I hate to be a highlight watcher, but the defense is what will bring this team. How good their defense is. That's going to be the length that this team will go. So if the defense gets kicked into high gear, gets going, they could still be a 4 or 5 seed. If it continues to be what it is right now, they are at 8, 9, or 10 seed. Sadly, it's just the case of the matter right now. And if you had to ask me which one I think it is this early in the season, and I know it's an overreaction, I'd say the 8 seed because of how bad their defense is playing. Offense can only bring you so far before you need to make a stop. You know what I mean? Obviously, if I outscore the opponent, it's But you have a way better chance of being able to win with good defense and bad offense than you are with bad defense and good offense. That's the biggest issue with the Pacers. They've built their identity around offense, and it's just not really there. The bench production has lessened because all these young guys are having to play a lot, and they're trying to adjust, and they're doing good. I respect them, you know what I mean? Furphy got his first points. He's played okay. Therese Walker really stepped into a really good role. Really love him. But, like, Enrique Freeman really, really struggling to adjust. Quentin Jackson trying his best to adjust. So, a lot of things to see in these next few weeks. I think when the opponents get easier, Pacers will bounce back, and I'll probably be making a different video. But in my opinion right now, because this is definitely going to be the video title or something about it, is what's wrong with the Pacers, right? Like, oh, Luke, what's wrong with the Pacers? This is what's wrong with the Pacers, is defense and aggression. Number 2 is aggression. So anybody being like, oh, well, the offense, these guys can score. Halliburton can score 3s. He can score 2s. He can do it all. Be aggressive. Mathurin, be aggressive. Mathurin used to run over 2 people like a running back to get in the lane, draw a foul, and hit an and one. That's what he looked like against the Knicks with 38 points. Do it again. If the Pacers get back to the way they played against the Knicks, if the Pacers get to the defensive prowess that they act like in the fourth quarter, if they do that all game, you know what I mean? Games are not won in the fourth quarter. They are secured in the fourth quarter. You got to win the game before that. So, if Pacers don't start winning games in those first 3 quarters, it's going to be a long dang season. I think they're going to get it back together, but not this game against the Heat. Expect it to be the game against, I think, the Magic. Whoever the game is after the Heat, expect that to be the get-back game. Go Pacers. Boom, baby.